There were two weapons during World War II that changed the tide of war for each side, which usually gets ignored. The first was the game-changing weapon known as the weapon that never sleeps and never surrenders, the underwater mine. The Germans used this weapon to instill fear in commercial and military captain minds alike. On a side note, an interesting historical fact: during the war at the Battle of Mobile Bay, one of the most famous orders ever given was coined, "Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead." In those days, mines were called torpedoes. The first mine was developed by an American named David Bushnell. It was used on the Delaware River. This was a gunpowder-filled keg with a simple spark mechanism. If it struck a mine, it exploded. The Nazis' most widely used mine design pays some homage to the Bushnell keg, but it's more complicated. The Nazis' Innit's-Moor mine, or the EM series, consisted of 13 different types of sea mines. The material construction was usually steel with a diameter of 34 inches, length 46 inches, and a charge of 330 pounds, which was block-fitted hexanite. It typically consisted of 5 electrolytic fitted horns, 1 in the center, and 4 equally spaced around the upper hemisphere. The EMC-2 was a steel-constructed beast, featuring 7 to 8 horns with a diameter of 46 inches, a length of 48.5 inches, and a 660-pound fitted block of hexanite. This, in various configurations, is the mine that put the stranglehold on the Atlantic shipping routes, giving almost total control and choking the British supply line aid from Americas. The Nazis took mines even to a higher level with the deploying of subsurface mines and adding various types of influences, pressure sensing and magnetic sensing field capabilities, not to mention 2 mines being tied together with a snag line in the middle, so one of the 2, if not both, would strike the ship, causing it to sink. The second weapon of World War II that was a game changer was adding the torpedo to the U-boats. When a shipping convoy was in transit, the mine could cripple the ships, and the torpedo could give the final blow. Or the torpedo could damage the ship, and the currents would drift them into the mine. This was a nasty time to be a ship captain trying to break a blockade. The odds were not in your favor. The torpedo of choice was the G7A TI type. It had a steam-powered wet heater design engine burning a dealkaline as a fuel, which gave it a typical range of 7,500 meters or 24,600 feet, while running at a top speed of 40 knots or 46 miles per hour. The G7A consisted of 4 different diameters, 3 different lengths, and 11 different propulsion configurations with various explosive warheads. The perfecting of an added gyroscope guidance unit made it even more dangerous. At the time, the German implementation of the torpedo to support the Atlantic blockade, Germany was the world leader in production, application, and use of the weapon. Later in the war, they added mines that could be launched by U-boats also. If you feel you have learned something or liked the video, please subscribe.